Seeing that the killer was about to crush the woman on the ground, the pregnant girl had no choice but to slowly walk up and try to get the jump on them. The girl wanted to quickly save the woman on the ground, but who would have thought that her action would completely piss off the killer? Right under her nose, the woman was crushed to death on the spot. A terrified Kathy quickly got up and ran back to the room. Seeing that the killer couldn't get in for the time being, she quickly woke up her unconscious sister-in-law, trying to get her to help her fight the killer. But just then, Kathy suddenly heard a police siren outside. She quickly went out of the room to check. The next second, the killer suddenly appeared and held her hostage. Seeing this situation, the sister-in-law quickly got up, but just as she was about to fight to save Kathy, the injured policeman suddenly came in with a gun. The killer saw this and had no choice but to let go of Kathy. But suddenly, in the next second, the sister-in-law killed the policeman. And at this time, the psycho killer finally took off her mask. It turned out that her true identity was actually Kathy's husband. Even more terrifying was that her husband had actually been married to his sister for a long time. Because of her sister's health, she couldn't get pregnant, so he married Kathy for the sole purpose of having a child with his sister.
All right, sweetness, you're ready to have a...
Kathy took the opportunity to pick up the policeman's gun, but she didn't shoot the two of them right away. Instead, she ran out of the room, got into Jack's car, and prepared to escape. But she hadn't gotten very far when Jack remotely controlled the car with his phone and stopped it. Kathy saw this and quickly got out of the car, wanting to run on foot, but as expected, she was caught by Jack, who had chased after her after only a few steps. Soon, Kathy was tied to a table. Under the threats and enticement of the two, she had no choice but to give birth to the baby in her belly. Looking at the newborn baby, the two of them were overjoyed. After working so hard for so long, they finally had their own child. At the end of the movie, Jack took his sister and the child and planned to move somewhere else to start a new life. And word that Kathy would report them to the police, Jack coolly dug out her eyeballs so she could never identify the two of them. The movie ends here.